Well, good evening, racing fans. Welcome to racing action for a Friday night at Grand River Raceway. Blue skies overhead. The temperature recorded is 22 degrees Celsius and the track listed is fast. We're about 19 minutes to our first race. Let's get a look at the changes on this card of racing. Race number one will go as programmed. No changes. Race one. In race number two, note that number 6, Ms. Motivate, a bridle change. Can't see back to open with the Murphy blind on the right. Can't see back to open with the Murphy blind on the right on number 6, Ms. Motivate. Races 3 and 4 will go as programmed. No changes. Races 3 or 4. And race number 5, number 2, Capitano Italiano. Note the missing line from the 14th was a winner by a length and a half in 154 and 4. Winner by a length and a half in 154 and 4. Races 6 through 9 have no changes, which means there is a change in race number 10. And it is 9 Pompano Beach. The driver, Scott Coulter. Scott Coulter drives 9 Pompano Beach in race number 10. Once again, reviewing races 1 and 2. Race 1, no changes. And the second race, number 6, Miss Motivate. The equipment change, bridle change. Can't see back to an open bridle with the Murphy blind on the right side. It is now 17 minutes to our first dash.
The Ontario Select Sale returns in 2021. The sale will be held September 26th at Winback Farm of Canada in Inglewood, Ontario. The sale will be live and have online bidding available. It also features first Ontario crop yearlings from My MVP. Sale consignment also highlighted by yearlings from Art Speak, Better Than Cheddar, and Shadow Play. For more information, visit OntarioSelectYearlingSale.com.
Field for the first race on parade. One is La Playa Dale, Paul McKenzie for John Lougheed and Dorian DeJong. Number 2 is Silverado, Austin Surrey for Dean Nixon and Tony Basile. And 3 is Courageux, Ryan DeRoche for Sean Stacy and Catherine Stacy and Hudson Standardbreds. 4 is Noble Intentions, Mark McKinnon for Commodore Yellow and Robert Burgess. 5 is Captain Goodrow, Scott Culver, Scott Friend, and Rebecca Williamson. And number 6, Admit 1, Jeffrey O'Brien for Sean O'Brien. Let's get a look at this field. We'll start with number 4, Noble Intentions. And, well, comes in off of a fine race here and a good mile of 57-3, which compares favorably with the rest of this field. Noble Intentions parked early and then made the lead last race and almost got home in front, beaten 3/4 of a length. Noble Intentions looks now to try to score that first win, coming off a very good second-place finish. And also note, you do see some other good speed miles on down the page, and this one should fit well with this group. Noble Intentions also has raced in the grassroots a number of starts. Noble Intentions and Mark McKinnon is 5-2. Number 1, La Playa Dale, well, doesn't have a win in 7 starts, but back-to-back runner-up finishes coming into this one and a third before that. So after getting off to a slow start to his career, he's come on with 3 consecutive top 3s. Last race made an early break at Kawartha, but still managed to finish second. The winner was long gone, but at least a second-place finish. La Playa Dale, if he can stay flat, he's got that inside post position, has gate speed. We saw this one here back in July, fire out from post 5 and be a second at the quarter. La Playa Dale is being played at 2-1 as the favorite right now. Others in here, number 3, Courageux, raced better last race, beaten 2.5. That's the race that Noble Intentions was second. Courageux was fourth and went to the front from post 5, so likely to fire from post position 3 now. And 57-4, that mile compares well with La Playa Dale and Noble Intentions. La Playa Dale 57-2 last race, and Noble Intentions 57-3, so they're all right there. Courageux is 7-1. And one more, number 5, Captain Goodrow, well, does have a win this year. That win came at Clinton back August the 1st, and Captain Goodrow did miss a bit of time and then qualify and raced last time out here, and a solid effort in 57-3 to finish a third. And a nice back half as well, 58-1 back half. So Captain Goodrow and Scotty Coulter is currently on the board at 11-1. It's a field of 6 for race number 1. They're going to go to post shortly. The starting gate is rolling for race number 1. Taking up their positions, La Playa Deo and Savarato on the inside. In the center, Coraggio and Noble Intentions. To the outside, Captain Gaudreau and Admit One. Field of 6-4, race 1. They're in the stretch. Here they come. There at the start of the rough, Coraggio and Noble Intentions and La Playa Deo. And then Captain Gaudreau and Savarato. And Admit One as the field works their way into the backstretch. Coraggio has the front. Noble Intentions is racing second. La Playa Deo is third. Then Captain Gaudreau and Savarato. And Admit One trails the field. They race on to the opening quarter. Noble Intentions at 4-5 is able to clear to the front. Coraggio is second. La Playa Deo is playing third. Then it is Captain Gaudreau and Savarato. And Admit One trails the field. 28-4 the opening quarter. Noble Intentions will lead of a length and 3/4, but Coraggio is racing second. La Playa Deo is third. And then Captain Gaudreau, Savarato, and back to Admit One who's trailing the field. They race off the turn. Noble Intentions and Mark McKinnon's got the front. Lead is about 2 lengths right now over Coraggio. Here comes Savarato now with a burst of speed to the outside and is moved up first over and is quickly challenging Noble Intentions. Coraggio is racing third, and then fourth is La Playa Deo, and then it is Admit One, and Captain Gaudreau is trailing the field. Noble Intentions leads as they work on down the backstretch. Savarato, though, is chipping away the lead of Noble Intentions. The lead is down to just a nose, and third is Coraggio. La Playa Deo, then Admit One, and Captain Gaudreau. Noble Intentions is able to drive on against Savarato. 3/4 is up in 1:29-1, and it is Noble Intentions. Savarato racing second, a little rough on the turn. Still has a length and a half to come. And on the inside, Coraggio, and then La Playa Deo as the field turns for home. And it is Noble Intentions as they come on down the stretch by. Noble Intentions is striding away on the field. Noble Intentions is going to win. Then it is 4 across the track for second. It might have been La Playa Deo on the inside was Captain Gaudreau, and on the outside, Savarato. 1:58-2. Noble Intentions. Coming back in front of us, the winner of race 1. It's number 4, Noble Intentions, a 2-year-old Sunshine Beach Bay gelding, owned by Robert Burgess, trained by Carmen Osceola. Mark McKinnon's the winning driver. Noble Intentions' first win, mile of 1:58 and 2. The first race payouts for Noble Intentions, 380, 240, 210. 1 La Playa Deo, 270, 260, and 2 Silverado, 280. $2 exactor, $960. Try, $15.20. Dollar Super, $37.65. The first race, order of finish from the top, 2, 3, 4, 1, 5, 6. That's 2, 3, 4, 1, 5, 6.
Hey everyone. Hopefully it sounds good now. Did you miss me? Isn't technology fun? Well, listen, I'm back now, and hopefully we won't have any more issues. But right now we're going to take a look at race number 2 tonight. It's the Prospect Series, and in that race we've got 2-year-old fillies on the pace, and we'll take. Okay.
Field for the second race on parade. One Baraloo, prepped out for Darrell Laver and Rick Breyer. Number 2, She Is a Beauty, Travis Henry for Gerard Demers and J.R. Marois. Number 3 is Kay's Rider, Mark McKinnon for Commandant Silo and Robert Burgess. 4 is Million Angels, Steve Byron for Gino Cicero. 5, Galleria Seals Republicans for Dr. Ian Moore and R.G. McGroup Limited and Sir Savard. And number 6 is Miss Motivate Austin Sorry for Rick Ziron and James Walker and Howard Taylor and John Donato. And number 7 is Sauble Amber Anthony Hunt for Otis Hall and Sauble Hill Farms and Susseto Racing. And number 8 is Merengue Sealster Wayne McLean for Beverly Rice and James Martin and Hans Mueller. Field of 8, second race. Just get a look at this field. We're going to start towards the inside with number 2, She Is a Beauty. And it was a beauty at Georgian Downs August the 31st, the last race card of the Georgian meet, and won by almost 5 lengths. Had a favorable post, got out well, and a nice job in 56-1. She's a Beauty's lone win. It also shows a second place finish at Mohawk in 55-4 back in July. The last start for She's a Beauty raced just 4 days ago at Mohawk, and it didn't go well. But if you dig a little deeper, you see after that 31-3 opening panel, 3 really good quarters after that, and did race a 55-2 back half. So She Is a Beauty, now from post 2, likely to fire early. I think could come firing right back here and be a big factor, 4-5. Number 1, Marilou, is one that raced from an outside post, was able to grab the lead at Sarnia after parking early, and paid for that in the late going, firing from an outside post and rushing out so hard, in front by 6 at the half and 57-4. Marilou on the inside, a much easier path to the front, and might be able to stick around a lot longer. You see a mile ahead of her, 2 races ago, used opposite tactics, laid back and then came flying late. But you do see enough speed from this one to think that Marilou would be good in here. And also you see a win here, August the 6th, came first up and won. So Marilou, 6-1, warrants serious regard and could be a trip horse as well on the inside. Number 5, Galleria Sealster is one that, Galleria Sealster has a win in 7 starts this year and also 2 third-place finishes. So Galleria Sealster, racing out of the fine barn of Dr. Ian Moore, had a problem in the grassroots September the 4th and pulled up and did not finish, and then qualified at Mohawk. But you see some decent miles on this one. In fact, a win here in 56-4, August the 6th. So don't fall asleep on Galleria Sealster for Dr. Ian Moore, and Paul McKenzie driving at 5-1. And number 7, Sobel Amber, is one that, should be regarded in here despite the outside post, because raced at Georgian Downs from an outside post, August the 31st, first start, and was able to finish third and came a good back half of 58-1. Sobel Amber, tough post, but second career start, could build off of that last one and just might be a value play at 13-1. It's an interesting dash, this second race. Number 2, She's a Beauty, now offering 3-1. I like the value on 2, She's a Beauty, because I expect a big outing. Marilou on the inside is the 4-5 favorite, and I do think Galleria Sealster just might step up here with a big mile at 6-1 right now on the board. Gate is rolling for the second. Marilou, She is a Beauty, and Kay's Rider on the inside of the center. Million Angels and Galleria Sealster to the outside. Ms. Motivate and Sobel Amber and Merengue Sealster. It's a field of 8. Second race, top of the stretch. Here they come. The field for the second race is at the start of the rough, and She's a Beauty is going to drive with Marilou to the inside. Million Angels and Galleria Sealster and Kay's Rider, and the field sprints around that first turn, and it is She's a Beauty is looking to drive up and try to clear to the front. She's a Beauty takes over. Marilou will sit the pocket. Million Angels is racing third. Kay's Rider, Galleria Sealster, Sobel Amber, and Miss Motivate and Merengue Sealster is racing from a trailing spot. She's a beauty. 3-5 on the board. Has the lead up to the opening quarter. Marilou is racing second. Then it is Million Angels third, Kay's Rider is fourth, and Galleria Sealster. Then it is back to Sobble Amber and Merengue Sealster. They work their way off the turn off a 28-1 opening panel, and leading the way up towards the half is She's a Beauty and Travis Henry. Marilou and Brett McDonald studies things from the pocket. Million Angels and Steve Byron's on the inside third. And then it is Kay's Rider. Now Sobble Amber is kicking it hard to the outside. And then it is back to Galleria Sealster. And then we've got Ms. Motivate and Merengue Sealster. 57-2 is the halftime. A 29-1 second panel for She's a Beauty. Marilou is right there in the pocket. Sobble Amber on the outside now has come on to take over third. Million Angels racing fourth. Then Kay's Rider, Galleria Sealster, Ms. Motivate and Merengue Sealster, but still She's a Beauty. Marilou's been getting the trip and is nose to helmet in the pocket. They march by three quarters, 126-3. Million Angels to the inside third. Now Sobble Amber appears to have flattened out, and Kay's Rider through to the inside with Galleria Sealster. Now popping out of the pocket comes Marilou. It is She's a Beauty and Marilou as they turn for home. She's a Beauty on the inside, Marilou to the outside, and Million Angels up the pylons. It is She's a Beauty taking to the finish and wins it. Marilou is second, Million Angels third, and Kay's Rider fourth, 156-1. She's a Beauty. Yes, she is.
Gary Guy, can you hear me?
Well, I sure can. Did you get to hear that race call and watch the beautiful She's a Beauty?
Yes, I did. It was a beautiful race call as well. And how does it sound? Does it sound okay?
Well, are you talking about the intelligence or the audibility? Sorry, I just had to throw that in.
I'm 2 for 2 tonight, and I mean, it's been favorites, right? But no, it was a nice effort by She's a Beauty for sure. You know, front end score, much expected, and Marilou, I thought maybe might give her a run for her money on the final turn there, but it wasn't happening tonight. She's a Beauty, much the best.
Well, and we were looking for maybe to get the score with a 3-1 Marilou on the inside to help the pick five, but at least we both got down the first two legs of the pick five. But yeah, She's a Beauty also was able to make the early lead. Now, Marilou did get that pocket trip, kind of anticipated maybe being the trip horse, at least knew what to do with it. And now Brett had every chance. He sat the pocket, but She's a Beauty was a little too good for Marilou. But those two came in about where you might have expected them to come in. And any thoughts on the rest? Million Angels and Kay's Rider add some value. Million Angels at 13-1 and Kay's Rider at 22-1.
Yeah, Million Angels actually was one that impressed me. I'll keep an eye on her for sure. Nice third place finish at 13-1, and you know, Kay's Rider. I actually had her in my original selection. I don't want to say woulda, coulda, shoulda. I thought that you know, she might get a decent trip in here, but then I decided to maybe go with a couple horses from the outside. That it didn't work out, but hey, I'm happy that we're alive in the pick five, both of us, on a fabulous Friday.
And Sobble Amber actually showed up pretty strong effort, I think, when that one gets an inside post. That was only the second start. I like Sobble Amber to do some nice things as that one gets going.
I think so too. I love the effort. First time out at Georgian Downs on August 31st, and I do agree that was a nice move to kind of get into the race tonight. I just think that needs an inside post, and maybe next time we can tab that one.
Well, number 2, She's a Beauty had an inside post and knew what to do with it, got the lead, and went all the way. She's a Beauty is a 2-year-old sports rider, Bay Filly, owned by GLD Incorporated, and Gerard Demers is the trainer, also sharing an ownership as GR Marois. Travis Henry, the winning driver. It is the second win for She's a Beauty this year in lifetime. 156-1 equals her other win for a career mark. The second race payouts to She's a Beauty, $350 to $32.20. 1, Marilou, $340 and $260, and 4 Million Angels, $450. $2 exactor pays a $20 ride, $21.40 superfecta, $54.10. The second race order of finish from the top, 21435768. That's 21435768.
Well, I hope I'm back now. I
Field for the third on parade. One is Dirt, Bruce Richardson for Paul Meegans and Saltwater Stable. Number 2 is First Air, Colin Kelly for Brian Wickendonwick. Number 3 is PC Freewheeling, Curtis Clements for Amy Clements. And 4 is Thomas P2 Wayne Henry for Mark Wamp. And 5 is Monster Mash, Brent McDonough for Paul Cameron and Jamie Cameron and TJ Stable. 6 Loyal Lindley, Scott Gold for Blake McIntosh and Hunt Racing and Mortgage Boy Stable. Number 7 is Massive Ovation, Travis Henry for J.R. Plott. 8 is Sandoran Hall, George Ketros for Mary Ketros and Mario Hebert. And 9 is Chase and Jaden. It's Jeffrey O'Brien for Eldon Wetlaufer and Carol Wetlaufer and Pamela Baum. A field of 9, race number 3, a field of maiden trotters. We're going to start first with number 3, PC Freewheeling. And if you saw this one race here, the first start, you looked at the line, well, you see parked every step. But PC Freewheeling did have room to get into the pocket, but she was just so headstrong that Curtis could not grab a hold of her and get her over to the pylons because she had a one-track mind. She wanted to fire as fast and as far as she could. And PC Freewheeling certainly displayed a great amount of ability and presents well on the track. And if she's a little more manageable here or just simply made the lead, I think she could destroy this field. We'll see what she has to offer here. But look, that was just a first career start. So pretty good display. PC Freewheeling, 3-1. Others to look at. Number 5, Monster Mash. Monster Mash, well, improved nicely last race to finish 3rd, and now could build off of that race and maybe be a top 2 finisher. Paul Cameron's having a very fine season. Brett McDonald, of course, as well. And Monster Mash is one that I think is on the right trajectory and could be headed for a strong performance here. A top 2 finish, 9-2. Number 6, Loyal Lindley, is one that was pretty good last time out. Finished in front of Monster Mash, but starts to the outside of Monster Mash here. The positions are changed in this one. Monster Mash was outside of Loyal Lindley last time out. They're both pretty comparable. They both made breaks 2 starts ago. They both finished close to each other last time out. But I gave Monster Mash the edge more on post position. Loyal Lindley, post 6, I think belongs in your top 3, and he is 7-1. And another one to look at here is number 4, Thomas P2. It'll be just the second career start. And this one finished that mile nicely. 29-1 final quarter at Flamborough last time. But it also shows a good final quarter in the qualifier here. Had 3 qualifiers. The most recent one in August, a couple of different times well back earlier. So Thomas P2 does have some experience, and this will be a second career parimutuel start. But Wayne Henry's barn has been pretty good. Thomas P2 is getting a lot of love at 3-5, and understandably so, because Wayne has been doing some nice things, and Thomas P2, 3-5. Might be a little bit over bat, but definitely is one that could step up and bite in here. It is Robert's second choice in my 4th. But both of us have 3 PC Freewheeling. The way she raced last time out, if she can just figure out how to get a little bit more settled, I think she flashed a lot of ability. 5-1 at the price, as the way in which she raced still leaves some doubt just because how Curtis couldn't get her into the pocket. But still, the ability appears to be all there. 5-1 on the board for PC Freewheeling. Gate is rolling for race number 3. It is Dirt in first air with PC freewheeling on the inside of the center. Thomas P2 and Monster Mash to the outside. Loyal Lindley, Massive Ovation, and Sandoran Hall. And the second here, Jason Jaden. Field for the third is at the start of the rough. Massive Ovation is well back at the start, and Thomas P2 broke stride. Loyal Lindley also went off stride. First air, PC freewheeling, and PC freewheeling has got the lead. Monster Mash on the outside. PC freewheeling is going to drive on now and capture the front. Monster Mash is racing second. First air is positioned third, and Dirt is fourth, and then Jason Jaden, Sandoran Hall, and Massive Ovation. PC freewheeling at 7-2 on the board has the lead up to the opening quarter. Monster Mash sits in the pocket, and First air is racing third. Off stride is Sandoran Hall. Racing position fourth is Dirt, in front of Jason Jaden, then Massive Ovation and Thomas P2, and they race off the turn. PC freewheeling leads as they race the way off the turn, heading up towards the half. The advantage over Monster Mash is a length and a half. First air to the inside is third, and Dirt is racing fourth, about to 5 or 6 off the lead. Thomas P2 is trying to make a huge recovery from an early break in stride, and then it is Jason Jaden and Massive Ovation. 102-3 of the halftime, a 32-1 second panel breather, and it is PC freewheeling, but on the outside, Thomas P2. PC freewheeling, Thomas P2 on the outside leads it by a head, but PC freewheeling on the inside now has picked up the call to try to turn back Thomas P2. And racing third is Monster Mash, and then Dirt in first air, and they race on to three quarters. It is on the outside Thomas P2, but on the inside PC freewheeling. They stride together by three quarters and 132-3, and PC freewheeling has driven on and has got the lead now. Turning back Thomas P2, who backs away on the inside Monster Mash, and then it is First air and Dirt, and they race on down the stretch drive. PC freewheeling. Now Monster Mash has been getting the triples out for the drive. PC freewheeling, though, just continues to march on and win it. Monster Mash was second, First air third, and Dirt was fourth. A mile of 2:02 and, 2:02 flat for PC freewheeling. Coming back in front of us, the winner of race 3. It is number 3, PC Freewheeling, a 3-year-old wheelin' and dealin' bay filly. Owned by Amy Clements and Curtis Clements. Curtis Clements is the trainer and the winning driver. PC Freewheeling, 202 flat. Third race, payouts 3. PC Freewheeling, 964.73.60. 5 Monster Bash, 383.42. First air, $470. $2 exactor, $22.40. Tribe, $98.20. Superfecta, $374. The third race order finished from the top, 431825796. That's 431825796. Field for race number 4 is on parade. One Little Mary, Brett McDonough for Mike Salas and Link Stable. 2 is Twin B Beach Dreams, Austin Sorry for Shane Barrington and Katrina Barrington. 3 is Zephyr Sealster Natasha Day for Brett Lester and Tommy Cosgrove. And number 4 is Brighthound Lilbid, Nick Boyd for Kendall Ron and Bryden Farms. 5 is Moonshiner's Credit, Scott Gold for Sean Hyatt and Dave Simpson. And number 6, Latte Sealster Chase and Rod for Scott Friend. Number 7, Lady to Watch, Travis Henry for Caleb Stevens. Number 8 is Pride of My Stride, Colin Kelly for Mike McLennan and Phyllis McLennan. And 9 is Shadow 1. It is Ron DeRoche for Scott McDevitt and Thomas Broadhurst and Bradley McDevitt. A field of 9, race number 4. Let's get a look at this field for the 4th race, and we're going to go right to number 2, Twin B Beach Dreams and Austin Sorry for Shane Barrington, and Shane is having a very good year in Twin B Beach Dreams. Last and also Austin Sorry is having a fine year, so a good connection there. Twin B Beach Dreams had post 8 here last time out, and it didn't work out well. But if you look at the start before it from post 6, left well, parked early, made the lead, and raced very credibly. The one that got by, Keep Watching, was a monster, and Twin B Beach Dreams, that was a very credible second. Now, this one's been a little bit inconsistent, but also if you look at the troubled starts, they were post 8 and a pair of 7s. Now has post position 2. The last time this one had an inside post position, July the 26th, was able to win by 5 lengths. So actually did race that one from a little bit off the pace, but still Twin B Beach Dreams is one I think can be a big factor here and is 2-1 on the board. Number 7, Lady to Watch, might well have been the favorite if not for the outside post, but look at 7 out of 11 in the top 2 on the year, including last time out in this class, post position 7, and won by almost 2 lengths. So Lady to Watch is tough to ignore even from the post, because beat this post last time out and had to work hard to do it, and yet still had lots in reserve at the finish. Lady to Watch is 5-2 on the board and definitely a threat. Number 1, Little Mary, has gate speed on the inside and might flash it here. Has left better in the last couple. Last race had post 2 and got away 3rd and was able to finish 3rd in that race that Lady to Watch won. Little Mary and Brett McDonald 3-1. And number 5, Moonshiner's Credit, could be interesting in here because Moonshiner's Credit appears to be coming back into form, and overall on the year is 12 out of 21 in the top 3. Had some nice flashes earlier in the meet. Moonshiner's Credit could come back on here and be a factor for a share, maybe even a winner share, at a nice price of 9-1. I like number 2, Twin B Beach Dreams, but also know that 7, Lady to Watch, won from this post in this class last time out and did it under wraps at the finish. Lady to Watch is 5-2. Gate is rolling for race number 4. Little Mary, Twin Beach Dreams, and Zephyr Sealster on the inside. In the center, Bride and Lilibet Moonshiner's Credit to the outside. Latte Sealster and Lady to Watch, and Pride of My Stride on the second tier. Shadow 1. Fielded for the 4th race. Is at the start of the round. Bride and Lilibet leaves well with Twin Beach Dreams down to the inside. Moonshiner's Credit and Lady to Watch and Little Mary on the pylons. But right now, it is Bride and Lilibet and then driving Moonshiner's Credit. Moonshiner's Credit is going to take the lead. Bride and Lilibet is racing second. Twin Beach Dreams is on the inside third. And Lady to Watch was able to get to the pylons fourth and is in front of Little Mary and Latte Sealster and Zephyr Sealster. Then it is further back now as they race on to the opening quarter, and racing second from last is Shadow 1, and then trailing the field is Pride of My Stride. But as they race on around the turn, it is right now Moonshiner's Credit at 15-1 who's got the lead. Bride Lilibet is racing second. Twin Beach Dreams is positioned third as they race their way off the turn, and they come on towards us off a 27-3 opening quarter. Now flashing to the outside, Twin Beach Dreams to move up and challenge Moonshiner's Credit as they race past the half. Halftime was recorded in 57-1, a 29-3 second panel, and it is Moonshiner's Credit on the inside. Bride and Lilibet and swinging kind of wide on the turn when Twin Beach Dreams and losing some ground there. Lady to Watch is on the inside. It is moving up. Now shares third, and then Little Mary, Zephyr Sealster, Latte Sealster, and back to Pride of My Stride and Shadow 1. They race on to three quarters, and that is Moonshiner's Credit. Twin Beach Dreams getting urging to kind of pick it up a little bit, and on the inside, Bride and Lilibet, and Lady to Watch is racing for three quarters, 125-4, and Zephyr Sealster is racing fifth, and then Latte Sealster and Little Mary and Pride of My Stride and Shadow 1 3 quarters, 125-4. Moonshiner's Credit and Bride and Lilibet. Lady to Watch is digging, and on the inside, Twin Beach Dreams, but Moonshiner's Credit is going to be able to hold on and win. Bride and Lilibet was second, Lady to Watch third, and Twin Beach Dreams fourth. Moonshiner's Credit in 156 at 15-1. Back in front of us, the winner of race 4-5, Moonshiner's Credit, a 4-year-old up the Credit Bay mare. Owned by Sean Hyatt and Dave Simpson. Sean Hyatt's the trainer. Scotty Coulter is the winning driver. Third win this year, fifth lifetime, Moonshiner's Credit, 156 flats. The fourth race payouts: 5 Moonshiners credit, 32, 30, 12, 60, and 640. 4 Brad and Lilibet, $38 and 15, 30, and 7 Lady to Watch, 380. The $2 exactor, 417.90. We had a dollar try of 877.65. And note the superfecta pays on 5 for all. That is a $1 ticket, 5 for all, 430.20. The fourth race saw her finish from the top, 946215378. That's 946215378. Field 4, race number 5 is on parade. It is one music to my gears. Pat Hudon for Gary Kingshot. And number 2 is, 3 is Don't Write Me Out. Colin Kelly for Elaine Reed. 4 is Exit Smiling. Travis Henry for Stefan Laurent and Pierre Strasberg. And number 5 is Bravado Sealed for Paul McKenzie for Christina Soundy. Number 6, Jimmy Be Good, Robert Shepard for Gary McDonald and Chad Hill and Kimberly Jensen. And number 7 is Shadowtail, Austin Sorry for Tyler Nostad and Blue Shoe Investments. Number 8 is Mercenary. George Ketros for Mary Ketros. And note that number 2 is Capitano Italiano, Brent McDonald for Nicky Comegna and Bruno Comegna. Let's look at this field. We'll start with number 4, Exit Smiling. And Exit Smiling is one that, offers a little more value, 7-1 on the board as the fans are all over number 2, Capitano Italiano. Exit Smiling raced some nice miles earlier in the meet, then kind of went off form, but maybe is climbing back into form now. And that last race at Flamborough on a sloppy track was a pretty good effort. Now, Brody Scrapper is probably too good for this class, and Jules Dragon's a very nice one. Exit Smiling, that was a pretty solid effort. I think Exit Smiling could be trended back in the right direction, and it does show in the past some pretty decent miles, and you do see this one 53-1 from post 8 at the end of August at Georgian Downs, but also a good miles here that are off the page back in June and the early part of July. Exit Smiling 6-1. But the fans are on number 2, Capitano Italiano, on the board at 4-5, and raced on just 3 days ago at Flamborough Downs, racing on Tuesday. It got away third, came first up, and was able to win by a length and a half in 54-1. A very strong effort. And Brett McDonald drove that one for Nicky Comegna and comes right back looking to score here with Capitano Italiano. That was the first win on the season, so now looks to double up. 3-5 on the board on a horse coming off of a first win of the year. Might be a little bit low, but it was a very impressive start, and now gets a better post position. Hasn't had a good post in a while, but I don't like the 3-5 on the board on Capitano Italiano. Number 3, Don't Write Me Out, is one that, raced very credibly here last, about to finish second. Went to the front from post 5. Now gets to lead out of post position 3. And Don't Write Me Out is one that off that good last race, the form was off for a while, but had been facing much tougher non-winners at 3 at Georgian Downs, and putting up some decent speed. Fits really well here. Could come right back off that last one here just a week ago. Don't Write Me Out and Colin Kelly. Don't write this one out. This one is a contender, 6-1. And number 7, Shadowtail. Races out of the top barn of Tyler Nostad, who's won 50 out of 180 starters this year. Shadowtail, this one's got 7 top 2 finishes in 15 starts, and look at 1-7 of 16 last year. So Shadowtail is one that definitely knows what he's doing. And this horse shows some good signs. Raced to a good second at Leamington 2 races ago. And that mile at Flamborough last race, 54-4. That was a good quick mile. Shadowtail, despite the post position, I think can get onto the ticket, and he's 7-1 on the board. The 5th race will go to post shortly. Gate is rolling for race number 5. Music to my ears, Capitano Italiano, and Don't Write Me Out. In the center, exit smiling, Bravado Seals to the outside, Jimmy Be Good and Shadow Tail and Mercenary. Field of 8, race number 5. They're at the start of the off. And Don't Write Me Up, music to my ears in Capitano Italiano. Exit smiling, Bravado Sealster, Jimmy Be Good, Shadow Tail and Mercenary. And the field works their way into the backstretch. And it is Don't Write Me Out, who wants to come on and try to clear to the front. Music to my ears is on the inside and is racing in the pocket as Don't Write Me Out is able to come on and grab the lead and now is in front by about 2.5 lengths. And Music to my ears is racing second. Capitano Italiano, 1-5 of the board, is right now third, about 4.25 lengths off the lead. Then it is Exit Smiling and Bravado Sealster, Jimmy Be Good and Shadow Tail and Mercenary. But Don't Write Me Out at 13-1 has the front. Music to my ears at 25-1 is second. They roll their way off the turn and they come on towards us, and Capitano Italiano now is shipped out, and moving on the outside as well as Exit Smiling, Bravado Sealster, and then Jimmy Be Good and Mercenary and Shadow Tail. 57-2 the halftime, 30-2 second panel breather for Don't Write Me Out, but now is going to get tested by the heavily favored Capitano Italiano. Music to my ears is on the inside third, and Exit Smiling is racing on the outside fourth and getting a little closer. And then it is Bravado Sealster, and back further Mercenary, Jimmy Be Good, Shadow Tail, and now Capitano Italiano has come on to grab the lead from Don't Write Me Out. Exit Smiling to the outside is closing ground, 3/4, 1:25-2. Capitano Italiano now leads by 4, and then Exit Smiling has come on to grab second, Don't Write Me Out, and then it is back to Bravado Sealster and Music to my ears, but Capitano Italiano is long gone on the field and is going to cruise on down the stretch drive and win it going away. And then it's going to be Exit Smiling finishing second, Bravado Sealster and Shadow Tail. 153-3 for Capitano Italiano. This one was the best in this dash. Capiche? Back in front of us, number 2, Capitano Italiano, a 5-year-old Captain Treacherous Bay gelding, owned by Bruno Comegna, trained by Nicky Comegna. Brad McDonald, the winning driver. It's the second win this year, 6th lifetime. Capitano Italiano, 153-3. The fifth race payouts. Number 2, Capitano Italiano, 240, 210, 210. 4 Exit Smiling for 32.95. Bravado Sealster, 650. $2 Exactor, 680. $1 Try, 42.65. The dollar pick 5 pays 455.40. And the dollar super, 167.40. The fifth race. Order of finish from the top, 615-23847. That's 615-23847. Field for the 6th on Parade 1, Moonlight Beach. Paul McKenzie drives for Jim Kerr and Lorna Davis and Jim Morrissey. And number 2, Transcendence, Pat Houdon for Gary Kingshot. Number 3 is Premier Bettina Scott for Jason Libby and Premier and Associates. Number 4 is Marzank Hanover, Cullen Kelleher, Kyle Boston, and Daryl Nibbigging. And number 5 is Perfect Rami Sylvan Lakai for Kelly Duval Lakai. Number 6, Land of Paradise Ryan Rush for Scott McNiven and Thomas Broadhurst and Bradley McNiven and Shirley Griffin. And number 7 is Keep Watching Travis Henry for Clifford McGuire. Number 8 is Something Royal Brett McDonough for Richard Morrow and Don Beeland and Cheryl Morrow. And number 9 is Woodmere Row Lily. Austin Sorry for Richard Moreau and Normand Beausoleil. Field of 9, race number 6. Well, shall we get a look at this field featuring the Super High 5? And, well, this is an interesting dash because probably the 2 best ones have landed posts 7 and 8. But number 3, Prima Bettina, could make an argument also. Now, this is a 3-year-old filly against Keep Watching and Something Royal, a 4-year-old mare and a 6-year-old mare. But Prima Bettina has 4 wins on the year. In fact, is 8 out of 14 in the top 3. And if you look back to August the 14th, raced in a non-winners of 3 classification at Georgian Downs, a pretty snug group, and put up a very good mile of 54 and 4. But then ran into some problems and didn't race again until September the 3rd. And that was an okay outing at Mohawk, especially if you look at the final quarter. Came home in 27 and 3. They went kind of a softer half for the class and wasn't able to close into it. Premier Bettina now at this level probably warrants serious regard and is getting it 8-5. Number 8, Something Royal, is one that, 5 wins in 14 starts in the year and was racing royally good for the last little while, and raced at Flamborough last race and almost got the win, beaten by Sunshot in My Pocket by Justin Knows. We saw this one win here, 3 consecutive victories, July the 30th into the middle of August, and some very impressive efforts, one on the lead and a couple from outside post. So we do know that Something Royal can beat the post. Brett McDonald driving for Richard Moreau is 7-1. On the inside, 1, Moonlight Beach and Paul McKenzie. Well, is one that had a troubled outing September the 5th, so pulled up and didn't finish and requalified. But you see some really nice lines, and especially tough to leave this one off. The exactor ticket, 10 out of 15 in the top 2 on the year. Moonlight Beach, inside post, could be a nice trip horse. Paul McKenzie, 6-1. Number 9, Woodmere Row Lily, shows some recent form. In fact, hasn't missed the top 4 in any of the past 6 races, but it is the trailer post. But Moonlight Beach can get off the gate well, so Woodmere Row Lily could land on the ticket somewhere. Is 8-1 on the board. Number 4, Marzank Hanover. It's Colin Kelly for Kyle Bossens, and Marzank Hanover, well, Kyle Bossens is having a fine year. Colin has teamed up well with Kyle, and they've done really nicely throughout the year. This one's last race at Hanover wasn't special, but raced well the start before it, and it definitely shows enough overall ability to be a factor. You see this one back at the early part of July racing here, much snugger company than here, and was a competitive 5th in 55-1. Marzank Hanover could pop at 7-1. And we have to talk about 7, Keep Watching. I left this one off my ticket, but I did it begrudgingly because you see a couple of really impressive wins here before that last race from post 7, just never really able to be a factor in the race. But look at this one, won 2 races ago from post 8, as Travis Henry got this one off the gate well from post 8, was able to get over the pylons, then pop back out, and one going away by 3.5. Back-to-back wins, as well as a second here back on August the 6th. Keep Watching is one that, well, maybe I'll watch this time, but I could be afraid that Keep Watching just might step up right here and make me pay for leaving this one off the ticket. 10-1 on the board. The sixth race is a very interesting dash, a lot of possible combinations. I've gone with 3 Prima Bettina. That's the 9-5 favorite, but this is a wide open one. It'll be an interesting dash. It's coming up shortly. Gate is rolling for the sixth race. Taking up their positions, Moonlight Beach and Transcendence and Prima Bettina on the inside. In the center, Marzanne Hanover and Perfect Rami and Land of Paradise. And to the outside, it is Keep Watching Something Royal in the second tier, Woodmere Rollilly. It's a field of 9 for race number 6. There at the start of the round, Moonlight Beach leaves out well. Also getting out, Perfect Rami, Marzanne Hanover, and then from the second tier, Woodmere Rollilly. As they drive around the turn, Moonlight Beach has got the lead. Transcendence second, Marzanne Hanover third, Woodmere Rollilly, Perfect Rami, and still driving wide is Keep Watching. Down to the inside is Premier Bettina. Gets away seventh. And then Something Royal and Land of Paradise, but Moonlight Beach has got the front for Paul McKenzie as they race their way on up to the opening quarter. Moonlight Beach 27-3 in opening panel. Transcendence is racing along in second, and then Marzanne Hanover is forwardly placed third. Keep Watching still works on the outside fourth, and Woodmere Rollilly's on the inside, and then it is Perfect Rami. Now Premier Bettina starts to be part of the outer flow, but is still back there in seventh in front of Something Royal, and Land of Paradise is railing. It is Moonlight Beach racing on past the half, 27 3/4, half of 57-1, and Moonlight Beach, the lead is shrinking a bit now as Transcendence gets up a little closer. Length and 3/4 back. Marzanne Hanover still on the inside. Keep Watching hasn't seen the inside and is now retreating, and on the inside, Woodmere Rollilly. Now Premier Bettina is sent up wide to go around Keep Watching. Now is back down into the 2 wide path and is driving up, and from the backfield starting to kick in a little bit is now rolling Land of Paradise, but has a lot of work to do. 3/4, 126-4. Moonlight Beach now leads by about 2.5 or 3. Marzanne Hanover has moved out and is racing second. Then Transcendence and Premier Bettina is getting closer, and then Perfect Rami and Land of Paradise, they turn from off. 3/4, 126-4. Moonlight Beach digging Marzanne Hanover. Premier Bettina on the outside is digging hard, but it is Marzanne Hanover. Marzanne Hanover is going to come on by and win it. And then second is between Premier Bettina and Moonlight Beach, and then it was Woodmere Rollilly, and then it's between Transcendence and Land of Paradise for fifth. 156-3, Marzanne Hanover. Coming back in front of us, the winner of race 6 for Marsang Canterbury, 4-year-old Mach 3 bay mare. Owned by Daryl Newbigging, trained by Kyle Boston's Colin Kelly, the winning driver, fourth win this year, 8th lifetime. Marsang Canterbury won 56-3. The 6th race payouts for Marsang Canterbury, $19, $6.90 and $4.80. 3 Premier Bettina, $3.80, $2.70. 1 Moonlight Beach, $4.60. $2 exactors, $64.60. The dollar try, $225.90. The dollar win for $597.60. Note the dollar high five, number is 43192, pays $1,712. the sixth race. Order of finish from the tops at 352-176-984. That's 352-176-984. Field for the 7th on Parade 1, Hard Rock, Ryan Rochefort, Darren Rayner, and Mary Harris. Number 2 is Key Topic, Pat Hudon for Gary King-Shottock for Sandra Watson. 3 is Ryan Klein, Austin Sorry for Tyler Nostad, and Blue Shoe Investments. Number 4 is Red, White, and Boots, Scott Gould for Sheldon Rose. And number 5 is Rough Trade, Drew Neal for Daniel Meade. Number 6 is Mystic Messenger, Nick Stewart for Mike Sumner. And number 7 is Southwind Massimo, Brett Madonna for Alan Steves. Well, let's get a look at this field, and we'll start with number 3, Ryan Klein, Austin Sorry for Tyler Nostad. Tyler's got a 400-plus training average going on the year, and this is one that's been racing a couple of starts here from outside post positions, racing in this class and finishing second in both of them. Look, one that is a proven winner, 10 wins last year, 29 wins lifetime. So now with a better post position, probably could step up and win. Ryan Klein has a claim entered as well. Ryan Klein, Austin Sorry for Tyler Nostad, I think is the one to beat from the post position 3 here, 3 to 5 on the board. Number 6, Mystic Messenger. Well, the last race was great, got the lead from post 2, but not sure that Mystic Messenger would make the lead here from post 6. In fact, I'd probably bet against it. But still overall, the recent form of Mystic Messenger, 4 consecutive top 2 finishes, suggests that Mystic Messenger has to be a consideration as a contender and is 3 to 1. Number 2, Key Topic has been racing in this class and been pretty good the last 4. Only one of them getting onto the top 3, but wasn't far off the top 3 in either of the last couple. Gets another good post position. Key Topic is on the board at 8 to 1. Seems to be improving, but still the overall record the last 2 seasons is kind of light for this 10-year-old. Pat Hudon drives a Gary King shot. And number 7, Southwind Massimo, 13 to 1 on the board. Well, tough post position, but is one that you do see racing from a little bit off the pace 3 starts ago at Sarnia, and was able to come on and win in 56 and 3. The only win on the year, though, but one with lots of back class. Southwind Massimo is 12 to 1 on the board. And Rob's top, his 4th pick one to use on the ticket here was 5 Rough Trade, one that parked every step at Sarnia last race, so maybe you throw that line right out. And raced okay at Flamborough 2 starts to go in this class. Maybe could build on that one if you throw the last line out and maybe sneak on to the top 4. Rough Trade and Drew Neal is 14 to 1. The 7th race looks like number 3, Ryan Klein, the one to beat, 1 to 2 on the board. Gate is rolling for race number 7. It is Hard Rock and Key Topic on the inside. Ryan Klein, red, white, and boots, and rough trade to the outside. Mystic Messenger and Southwind Massimo. It's a field of 7. It's race number 7 on there at the start of the round. And Ryan Klein will lead with red, white, and boots. And on the inside, Key Topic. And then it is Rough Trade and Mystic Messenger, Hard Rock and Southwind Massimo. But Ryan Klein was able to belly up to the bar and take the early lead. Key Topic is racing second. Red, White, and Boots is third. Then it is Rough Trade and Mystic Messenger, and Hard Rock and Southwind Massimo is back trailing to field. Ryan Klein at 1-9 on the board. Leads a couple of lengths over Key Topic. Red, White, and Boots is third. Rough Trade is positioned fourth, and then Mystic Messenger, Hard Rock, and Southwind Massimo. And the field works their way on around the turn. Ryan Klein, Key Topic, Red, White, and Boots is third. Up at 28 and 1 opening quarter, the field comes up towards the half, and Rough Trade is racing fourth in front of Mystic Messenger. As they stride up towards this, it is back to Hard Rock second from last, and Southwind Massimo trailing. Ryan Klein and Austin Sorey. Halftime was reached in 58 and 2, 30 and 1 second panel. Lead is a couple of lengths over Key Topic on the inside. And then it is Rough Trade on the outside, and now is traded positions and taken third. On the inside, Red, White, and Boots. Mystic Messenger is second over Fem. Hard Rock 6th, 7th is Southwind Massimo. Ryan Klein continues as they race their way on by the three-quarter mile marker off of 58 and 2 halftime. And it is Rye and Klein who now leads by 4 over Key Topic as they race their way by 3/4 and 1:27 and 4. And Ryan Klein is getting away on the field. Ryan Klein and Key Topic. Rough Trade is taken third. Then Red, White, and Boots and Mystic Messenger as the field works their way on down the stretch run. But it's all Ryan Klein. Long gone on the field. Key Topic was able to hold for second. Rough Trade third. And Hard Rock appeared to be fourth. 155 and 3. Ryan Klein. Rolling back in front of us, the winner of race number 7. It's 3 Ryan Klein, a 7-year-old vintage Master Bay gelding owned by Blue Shoe Investments. Trained by Tyler Nostat. Austin Sorey, the winning drive. It's the 4th win this year, 30th lifetime for Ryan Klein. 155 and 3. The seventh race payouts: 3 Brian Klein, 220, 210, 210. 2 Key Topic, 543.90. 5 Rough Trade, 380. $2 exactor, $7, $10 try, $16.50, super, 63.45. Note the dollar pick 3, 24.15. The seventh race order finished in the top. 4-2-1-6-3-5-7. That's 4-2-1-6-3-5-7. The claim on 3 Brian Klein. The new trainer will be Mandy Archer. Field for the 8th on parade. 1, Harper's hat trick. Travis Henry for Chris Haskell. And Grant Shelton. Number 2, Better Half. Jenny St. Pierre for Tiffany Saley and Gaston Zane. Number 3 is Slate. Robert Shepard for Commandant and Empty Stables. Number 4 is First Glance. Mario Bahia Shah for the stable. Five is Southwind Sandor, Mike Vanderkamp for Diana Secord. Number 6 is Big Teddy Austin, sorry for Tyler Dostat and Blue Shoe Investments. Number 7 is Party in the Shadows, Colin Keller for Kyle Bossens and Brad Gray. And number 8 is Sobel Attack, Anthony Hahn for Otis Hall and Sobel Hill Farms and Susseto Racing. Field of 8. Race number 8. Let's get a look at this field. And first up, we're going to start on the inside with 1, Harper's hat trick. Well, the 2 experts and I all have the same top 4 in this one, 1-5-4-7. Robert Reed Jr. and Ken Middleton with 1-5-4-7. But with the 3 of us all going with that way, it can't go that way. So 1, Harper's hat trick is our top one. And look, went to the front from posts 6 and 8 the last 2 times. Where Harper's hat trick is going from post 1. The last time we saw this one make post 1 here at Grand River, or rather make the lead, was from post 3 July the 16th, a 1 by 5.5, and then went to Mohawk and raced in 51 and 2. It also shows a mile of 51 at Mohawk 2 races ago, 7 wins in 15 starts of the year, and Chris Haskell's barn has been red hot, especially here this year. So Harper's hat trick 2-1 is probably going to stand eventually as the lone favorite. But right now, Southwind Sandor is 3-1. Number 5, Southwind Sandor is a third choice in the board. Look, Southwind Sandor looked really, really sharp here last time out. And that was a tougher group than Harper's hat trick faced. Southwind Sandor, I think, off that last race. And also you see that pretty dominant looking win at Georgian Downs 3 races ago in 52 and 4. Southwind Sandor is one that, don't fall asleep on this one, because Southwind Sandor off that last mile is a serious player in here and is 3-1. And 4, First Glance has done everything right of late, has been really sharp. First Glance, a dominant win here 2 races ago. Southwind Sandor got the better of him last time out as First Glance couldn't fend that one off. But still, you look at a nice run, 5 consecutive top 2 finishes, 9 out of 11 on the year. First Glance also has great gate speed, so it could be interesting. First Glance and Harper's hat trick early. Better Half can get off the gate. Slate also leaves. This is an interesting dash, and First Glance is a co-favorite at 2-1. And number 7, Party in the Shadows. Well, Party in the Shadows has won 5 of 14 on the year. And if they duel it all early, Party in the Shadows is one that, look, had a 4-race win streak here back earlier this summer. And the last race was a second at Hanover. And Party in the Shadows, look, it raced at Mohawk in 52, 3 races back. But those miles here, July through August, those 4 consecutive wins, Party in the Shadows look really good. Did 1 from off the pace and the other 3 from up close. Party in the Shadows can race from off the pace and win from off the pace. Did that August the 6th here on Industry Day and was super alive on that day. It's a field of 8 for race number 8 with 1 Harper's hat trick, now the 2-1 favorite. The field for race number 8. Shaking out positions, Harper's Hat-Trick, Better Half, and Slate on the inside. In the center, First Glance and Southwind Sandor. On the outside, Big Teddy, Party in the Shadows, and Sobble Attack. Field of 8. Race number 8. It is a field of 8 for the 8th race into the stretch drive. Here they come. And they're off. And Better Half and Harper's Hat-Trick. Slate along to the inside. Harper's Hat-Trick presses on through from post 1 against Better Half. And racing third is Slate. And then it is First Glance and Southwind Sandor and Big Teddy and Party in the Shadows and Sobble Attack. And they get away in program order. On they race down the backstretch. Harper's Hat-Trick's got the front. Better Half at 21-1 is racing second. And then Slate at 45-1 is third. First Glance is racing fourth in the early going in front of Southwind Sandor and Big Teddy and Party in the Shadows and Sobble Attack. Harper's Hat-Trick past the quarter in 28-3 and has a lead of 3. Racing second is Better Half as they work their way off the turn heading towards us, and then Slate is racing third, and fourth is First Glance and is racing angling towards the outside as they race off the turn and is going to be first up, being followed on the outside by Southwind Sandor and Big Teddy. Then Sobble Attack and Party in the Shadows. Harper's Hat-Trick of a 28-3 opening quarter rolls past the half in 58, a 29-2 second panel for Harper's Hat-Trick. On into the backstretch they go. Leads Better Half, who maintains second right now. First Glance to the outside, grinding away first over. Now has come alongside Better Half. That pair is both about 2.5 or 3 off the lead. Southwind Sandor on the outside gets up a little closer. Slate is on the inside fib. Then it is back to Big Teddy, and Sobble Attack and Party in the Shadows trails the field. It is Harper's Hat-Trick who marches on by 3/4 and backing away. First Glance now. 3/4 was 125-3. Harper's Hat-Trick, and racing second is Better Half, and then Southwind Sandor and Slate as they turn for home. Harper's Hat-Trick cruises on down the lane, and Longshot Better Half is flying up the inside. Harper's Hat-Trick's going to win. Better Half was a game second, Slate third, and Southwind Sandor fourth, 153-4. Harper's Hat-Trick goes coast to coast like butter on toast. Back in front of us, the winner of race 8, won Harper's Hat-Trick, a 3-year-old sports writer, Bay Cold, owned by Chris Haskell and Grant Sheldon. Chris Haskell is the trainer. Travis Henry, the winning driver. 8th win this year in lifetime for Harper's Hat-Trick. Mile of 153-4. Eighth race payouts: one Harper's Hattrick, 563, 72, 70. Two Better Half, 1330 and 470, and three Slate, $9. $2 Exactor, 42.90. Dollar Try, 160.45. The Dollar Super, 396.65. Here is the eighth race order finish from the top. 1, 2, 3, 7, 4, 8, 6, 5. That's 1, 2, 3, 7, 4, 8, 6, 5. Field for the ninth on Parade 1. Wildcat Delight, Austin Sorry for Tyler Nostad and Blue Shoe Investments. Number 2 is As You Car, Pipe Dream, Anthony Hodford, Tom Ham. 3 is Red Hot and Sporty, Scott Gould for Sheldon Rose. 4 is Hand on the Verge, Jason Ryan for Mitchell Tierney and Jamaximo Racing. 5 is Salzburg Raven, Brett McDonald for Ron McDonald. And number 6, Bet I'm on the River. Field of 6 for the 9th race. Let's start with a look at number 1, Wildcat Delight, who's a co-favorite at 6-5 right now. Wildcat Delight. And, well, we saw Tyler Nostad's Harper's hat trick in the 8th race. Correction, that's Chris Haskell's. But Wildcat Delight, Tyler Nostad, Austin Sorry driving. Wildcat Delight is one that, well, has been on fire for Tyler Nostad, winning the last couple, and 5 wins in 14 starts on the year. And Wildcat Delight has been able to get good post positions and then be very effective with them of late. Gets another good post here. Probably is going to get a chance to make the early lead. Made the lead from post 2 last race and was able to go all the way on top and win it comfortably. And Wildcat Delight, I think, has got a real good chance to score again here, make it 3 wins in a row. Austin Sorry probably will have Wildcat Delight pointed in this 9th race, 7-5. Number 4, Hannah on the Verge, won by 5 1/4 last time out at Flamborough. But look at that, was post 8 and on a track that was off a couple seconds. That is outstanding, because usually if you leave hard from an outside post and a tiring track off a couple of seconds, it catches up to you. It didn't catch up to Hannah on the Verge. The field didn't catch up to her. She just kept sprinting away on them. And Hannah on the Verge and Jason Ryan offers 11-1, but off that last race, and in fact the one before it was a very strong second, and that was from post 7 making the front. Hannah on the Verge is likely going to fire early. If you go to the front from post 7 and 8 at Flamborough, you're probably going to leave here from post 4, 10-1. Some others, number 5, Salzburg Raven is Rob's top pick here, and Salzburg Raven's been pretty good on the year, 12 out of 20 in the top 3. Raced at Flamborough last race and tailed off and didn't fare well, but was in the preferred 3 class here just 2 races ago, and that was a solid 3rd. The 2 that beat Salzburg Raven, Raising a Rocket and Outlaw I'm a Hot Vixen, would definitely be favored in here. Salzburg Raven is one that could bounce back and be a pretty solid factor at a nice price of 5-1 right now. Number 6, Bet 'em on the River, a winner at Flamborough last time out. Bet 'em on the River, though, that was a front-end effort from post 2. Now has to deal with post 6. Well, how'd the last time this one have post 6 do? Well, George and Downs, now that's a 5/8 track, but still won by 5 lengths in 54-4. So Bet 'em on the River. One that Patrick Dillon sends out here. And Patrick sent out 9 starters on the year, and 5 of them have gone to the winner's circle. All right, Patrick. Bet I'm on the River, and Colin Kelly might be worthy of a bet with those kind of numbers. 6-1 on the board. And one more to take a look at. There's a look at number 2, As You Car Pipe Dream. Well, one that finished 3rd last time out, and one that at least got away forwardly placed well enough to be a decent trip horse, was 3rd to Wildcat Delight at 23-1 and is sitting now at 11-1. It's a field of 6 for race number 9. Post time coming up shortly, less than a minute away. Field of 6 for race number 9, checking up their positions. It'll be Wildcat Delight and As You Car Pipe Dream on the inside. In the center, Red Hot and Sporty and Hannah on the verge. Into the outside, Salisbury Raven, Bet 'em on the River. Field of 6, race number 9. Here they come. There at the start of the rough, Wildcat Delight, As You Car Pipe Dream, Salisbury Raven, Hannah on the verge, and then Red Hot and Sporty and Bet 'em on the River. But Wildcat Delight uses that post-1 advantage to grab the lead. Still 3 wide is Salisbury Raven, and As You Car Pipe Dream is now going to take back and find a seat along to the inside. But Wildcat Delight with the lead, and Salisbury Raven continues to drive on the outside. Salisbury Raven is going to come on and clear to the front of her Wildcat Delight. And then racing third is As You Car Pipe Dream. 27 seconds the opening quarter. Salisbury Raven has the front, and Wildcat Delight is racing the pocket. As You Car Pipe Dream third. Red Hot and Sporty. Then Hannah on the verge and Bet 'em on the River. And the field comes off the turn and they race on towards us. Salisbury Raven with the lead as they roll on towards us. And now popping into the pocket. Here comes Wildcat Delight. And Wildcat Delight is going to reclaim the front. Salisbury Raven is filling the pocket, and As You Car Pipe Dream is racing third. Red Hot and Sporty works up on the outside as they race their way off the turn, then down to the inside. Hannah on the verge, and on the outside, Bet 'em on the River. It is Wildcat Delight who's got the lead off of 56 and 3 halftime, and they work their way down the back stretch. Salisbury Raven rides the pocket. Red Hot and Sporty is racing on the outside, about 3 lengths off the lead. As You Car Pipe Dream fourth. Bet 'em on the River is racing fifth, and Hannah on the verge is trailing the field. They hustle by 3/4, 126 and 1, and it is Wildcat Delight racing second. Salisbury Raven, As You Car Pipe Dream, Red Hot and Sporty 3 wide. Bet 'em on the River is closing ground, but still about 3.5 off the lead. And then Hannah on the verge. They turn on down the lane. It is Wildcat Delight and Salisbury Raven. Wildcat Delight, as they come on to the finish, has this one sewn up. Salisbury Raven was second. Flying late was Bet 'em on the River. And up the inside was Hannah on the verge to pick up fourth, 156 and 2. Wildcat Delight. Back in front of us is the winner of race number 9. It's one Wildcat Delight. 4-year-old betters Delight Bay Mare, owned by Blue Shoe Investments. Tyler Nostat, the trainer. Austin Sorey is the winning driver It is the driving and training double for Austin Soria and Tyler Nostad, scoring in the 7th with Ryan Klein, and in the 9th here with Wildcat Delight. Ninth race payouts: one Wildcat Delight, $3 210. 5 Salzburg Raven 280 6 Benham on the River 290. $2 exactor $660 try, $1480 super, $24.90. Ninth race order finish from the top: 156423, 156423. Field for the 10th on Parade 1, Dragon the Line. Travis Henry for Tisha Symes and Michael Goldberg. Number 2 is Sunseeker, Brett Donner for Dwayne Marfisi and Greg Merlot. 3 is Acrobat, head of our Cullen Keller for Kyle Bossens and Brad Gray. 4 is Full Credit, Tom Smith for Jane Walker. 5 is Tough Son of a Beach, Natasha Day for Rebecca Geisel and Audrey Geisel. Number 6 is YS Delight, Robert Shepard for Gary McDonald. Number 7, Okie from Muskogee, Austin Surrey for Shane Barrington and Daniel Bell. 8 is Speed Limit, Dale Spence for Kurt Harper and James Burton. And number 9 is Pompano Beach, Scott Gold for Dan Gassian. Well, fans, let's get a look at this field for the 10th and final dash featuring the Super High 5. And we're going to start with one Dragon the Line. 4 to 5 on the board, getting heavily bad. Now, trailer post last race and closed well with a 28-4 final quarter to finish 5th. And look at the one that beat Dragon the Line by 2 1/4 better half. We saw this one come back this evening and finish a close second to Harper's hat trick, beaten 3/4 of length in 54. So a good measuring stick. Dragon the Line is getting a lot more money than I thought, though. One that definitely could use that post one advantage and has some gate speed. There's 6 YS Delight, who's got 3 wins in a row. I'm shocked at the 16 to 1. This is Rob's top pick and my second one. Now, it's a tougher post position, but post 6 last race in 1 and 57. Moves up a level, though, but still YS Delight, I think, is one that definitely belongs here as a thought on who might win. 14 to 1. Some others. How about number 3, Acrobat Hanover, was third to a better half last time out, finished in front of Dragon the Line, gets another favorable post position, and it is Colin Kelly and Kyle Bossens, a strong tandem, and this one also shows winning at Hanover in 57, 3 races ago, and a couple of good races here. Acrobat Hanover should be part of the story here and is 4 to 1. A couple of others to look at. Well, tough post position for Speed Limit, but was second in front of Acrobat Hanover in the race. The Dragon the Line was 5th. Now, has been able to be forwardly placed in the last 3 starts, but at least raced in this class last race. A very competitive mile in 56 and 3. And you do see this one racing from off the pace, a little bit from outside post position and being effective. Speed Limit, 21 to 1, at least one you could consider to be working onto the ticket late into the mile and to help it pay a little bit. And we'll look at number 4, Full Credit, because Full Credit was not getting bet at all until that last race. Dropped down in class, went off as the favorite against YS Delight, and fired out in 28 to take the lead and led a long way. Got caught by YS Delight, but still stuck around second, beating a length. That was a big effort by Full Credit. Is 15 to 1 on the board. That 1 mile hasn't made fans much in the way of believers. Now moves up against some of these others, but some of the ones that Full Credit was in against, YS Delight, to be certain, is in this class, and we'll see how Full Credit fares, but you got to give that one credit for that last mile. 15 to 1. The fans are all over one Dragon the Line. It is my top pick. But Rob has number 6, YS Delight, a healthy 14 to 1, and my second choice. That looks like a big value play. I think it's going to drop at least down to single digits. Field for the 10th race. Field of 9 taking up positions. It'll be Dragon the Line and Sun Seeker on the inside with Acrobat Hanover. In the center, Full Credit and Tough Son of a Beach. On the outside, YS Delight and Okie from Muskogee and Speed Limit. And the second tier of Pompano Beach. It's a field of 9 for the 10th and final dash on this Friday night. Here they come. Field for the 10th race. He is at the start of the rough. Acrobat Hanover leaves with Okie from Muskogee. Dragon the Line on the inside and Sunseeker. Now Dragon the Line. And on the outside, charging is Okie from Muskogee. And Okie from Muskogee is going to take the lead. Dragon the Line is second. Sunseeker third. And then Acrobat Hanover. And then that is back to Speed Limit and Pompano Beach. And back further is Tough Son of a Beach. And then Full Credit. And YS Delight trails the field. Okie from Muskogee at 14-1. Is Okie right now and leads on past the opening quarter in 27. Okie from Muskogee at 14-1's got the fry and leads it by about 2 1/4 lengths. Dragon the Line is racing second. Sunseeker third. Acrobat Hanover is fourth, and then it is Pompano Beach and further back as they race their way off the turn and head on towards us. Racing on the outside as they come on towards us at Pompano Beach, and then it is back further to Tough Son of a Beach, and then we've got Full Credit and YS Delight, and they race their way on into the backstretch. And leading the way, Okie from Muskogee fired hard early from post 7 to make the lead. Sunseeker now is seeking the lead, and Dragon the Line has moved up tighter in the pocket now. Acrobat Hanover is getting up a little bit closer now and is racing fourth, and now Sunseeker is going to come on and grab the lead. Sunseeker, Okie from Muskogee drops back on the inside, and Dragon the Line is kind of locked on the inside as now Acrobat Hanover has moved up to take over second, and now flying late. Here comes YS Delight and is bringing Pompano Beach with him as they race the way to the top of the stretch. 3/4, 124 3. And it is Acrobat Hanover. Acrobat Hanover, YS Delight. As the field turns from YS Delight and Acrobat Hanover and down to the inside, Sunseeker. YS Delight makes it a fourth win in a row. Then charging late will be Pompano Beach to pick up second. Then Acrobat Hanover. And it looked like a Sunseeker and Dragon the Line. 154 3. YS Delight at 7-1 scores in the 10th race. On the board, we have a 6-9-3-2-1. Coming back in front of us is the Winner of race number 10, it's number 6, YS Delight, a 4-year-old Better's Delight Bay horse, owned and trained by Gary McDonald. It's the 4th win in a row for YS Delight. Robert Shepard, the winning drive. It's the 4th win this year in Lifetime. YS Delight won 54-3. The 10th race payouts at number 6, YS Delight, 1630, 640, and 730. 9, Pompano Beach, 21.90 and $10. And 3, Acrobat Hanover, 470. $2 Exactor, 512.20. The double, 36.60. The dollar win for 73.35. A 20-cent high five, paying $1,778.43. Ka-ching. The 10th race order of finish from the top, so 543-671-982. That's 543-671-982. Note that our next live racing event is this Monday. We have 5 more racing cards on the calendar. This Monday, post time 6:30 p.m. Good night, everybody. Good night, Christine.
Good night.